Okay, so this is the end of round 7. So we're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of the front post crochet stitch. So there we are. So we're going to do 2 chains, and then we're going to go on to the 8th round. So chain 2, 1 front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet, 2 double crochets into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next double crochet, and then again the front post double crochet, and then 1 DC in the next each of the next 3 DCs. So that sounds a little bit confusing, but you'll see the pattern as I do it. So okay, front post double crochet, and then we want to do 2 double crochets in the first stitch here after the front post, so that's 2, and then 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then it leads you to the next front post double crochet, which you will do, and then 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So that's the repeat. So one more time, front post double crochet, followed by 2 in the next stitch, so 1 and 2 in the same stitch, followed by another. So that's your 3 DCs done, and then front post double crochet again, followed by 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets. So you will end up with 1 front post double crochet, 3 double crochets, another front post, and another 3. So that's the pattern all the way around. So I'll see you at the end of round 8. So now we're at the end of the 8th round. So I've done my front post DC, and I need to do 3 DCs. I've done 1, this is the second one, and the third, and we're back at the beginning of round 8. So now we're going to join with a slip stitch on the top of the front post DC stitch, and there we go. So the 9th round is a round that you will be repeating, alternating with like the even rounds. So you'll be doing round 9, then you'll be doing round 10, then round 11 will be like round 9, you'll be doing a 12th round, then round 13 will be again like round 9. So round 9 is a repeat round that you will do alternating with the even rounds. Okay, so the round 9 is quite simple. It's just 1 chain, and then you will do a single crochet in all of the stitches around, and you should have 64 stitches, so you will end up with 64 single crochets. So let's go ahead and do that. I've done my first chain. Let me just do that again. First chain. Now remember to do a single crochet in the first stitch, which will be the stitch that you just slip stitched with. So back in the stitch where the front post crochet double crochet was. So that's your first single crochet, and then the second. So 1 single crochet in all the stitches around, which will give you 64 single crochets by the time you come back to the beginning of round 9. So go ahead and do all your single crochets round, and I'll see you at the end of round 9. Okay, so now we're at the end of round 9, so I'm just doing the last few single crochets, and then we'll join to the top of the first single crochet, which is just there, and just pull through with a slip stitch. So now round 10 is chain 2 and then 3 front post double crochets around the front post double crochet 2 rows below, and then miss the next single crochet, 1 double crochet in the next single crochet, miss the next single crochet, and then you just repeat. Now this is the bit where it can get a little bit confusing, because you have to pick up the front post double crochet to crochet around 2 rows below. So the row below the single crochet row that you just done. So you want to pick up the front post double crochet and crochet around that, crochet around the front post double crochet of round 8. I hope I'm making sense and it's not too confusing, but I'm going to show you how to do that now. So first of all, 2 chains. So 2 chains. Now you want to do 3 front post double crochets in the front post double crochet 2 rows below. So that was your single crochet row that you've just done, row 9, and you want to pick up this one from row 8. So you want to do 3 front post double crochets in this front post double crochet 2 rows below. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. So 1, and then 2 in the same front post double crochet. Just do 2 more front post double crochets so that you have 3, and this is the third one. Just go ahead, go right under it and do it. Okay, so it creates this raised look, which looks like a little bit like a puff, but it's not, because it's obviously not gathered on the top. So then it says miss the next single crochet. So that's the next single crochet, and then you want to do a double crochet in the next single crochet. So there, so that one, you missed that one, and you do it in the second one. And then you want to do 3 front post double crochets in that front post double crochets 2 rows below, which is that one. Now it looks like here that you've missed, you're going to skip 1, but it looks like you've skipped 2 stitches. But don't forget that this single crochet is for that double crochet there. So basically you're missing this one, which is there, and then you're doing your front post double crochet into that one. So you need to do 3. 1, 2, and 3. Oops, I'm getting all tangled. Okay, so skip the next single crochet, and then you want to double crochet in that one, which is what you'll do. And then skip that one and 3 front post double crochets into this one. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do that again. So you've done your 3 front post double crochets into that one 2 rows below. So you're going to skip the next single crochet, double crochet into the next single crochet, skip the single crochet, and 3 front post double crochets into this one 2 rows below. So go ahead, go around the whole hat, and I'll meet you at the end of the 10th round. Okay, so now we're nearly at the end of round 10. So I've done my double crochet in that single crochet. So now I need to do 3 front post double crochets in this one. So the last front post double crochet, so there's 3. So I've done 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to join with a slip stitch at the top of the front post double, first front post double crochet, which is here. That one. That one. Okay. So we're done. So now round 11, the instruction says is as round, it's the 9th round. So basically chain 1 and then just single crochet all the way around. So remember to single crochet into the first stitch that you slip stitch on, because that counts as 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on until you get to the end, and you should have 64 stitches when you come to the end to join. So now we're at the end of round 11. I have 2 more single crochets to do before I join to the top of the first single crochet that we made, which is there, and then just do a slip stitch. So now I'm going to read the instructions for round 12. So round 12, slip stitch into the next stitch and then chain 3, which will count as a double crochet. Miss next single crochet, then you need to do 3 front post double crochets around the double crochet 2 rows below. Miss next single crochet, 1 double crochet in the next single crochet, miss next single crochet, and 3 front post double crochets around the double crochet 2 rows below and then miss the next single crochet, and you will repeat this 14 times more and then join with a slip stitch to the top of chain 3 at the end. So we'll slip stitch into the next stitch. So we've already slip stitched into the join. Then now we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. We're going to do 3 chains, and this 3 chains will count as a double crochet, and then we're going to do 3 front post double crochets into the double crochet 2 rows below. Okay, so that's this double crochet here. All right, so the one before it was a front post double crochet, the last front post double crochet of the 3 double crochets that you had to do in 2 rows below. So you need to pick up this double crochet 2 rows below and just do your 3 front post double crochets into it. So I've done 2 now, and then this is the 3rd one. We're going to skip 1 single crochet, and then we're going to do a double crochet into the next single crochet, which is here. And then we're going to skip the next single crochet and do 3 front post double crochets into the DC, or the double crochet 2 rows below. So that's 1, 2, 3. So I'm sorry if that was a little bit confusing, but here we go again. Let's try that again. So now we're going to skip 1 single crochet, which is that one. We're going to double crochet into that single crochet. We're going to skip that single crochet, and then we're going to do 3 front post double crochets into that double crochet 2 rows below. 2 rows below. So once again, after this front post 3 front post double crochets, we're going to skip that single crochet, double crochet into the next single crochet, which is there, and then skip that single crochet and do your 3 front post double crochets into that double crochet 2 rows below. 1, 2, 3. So do it all the way around. So now we come to the end of round 12. So that's my last group of 3 front post DCs, and now we have to join to the top, the 3rd chain from the first 3 chains that you did. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we'll just join to the top of here. That's it. With a slip stitch. So 13th round is the same as round 9. So there we go. So chain 1, and then just single crochet into every stitch around, and make sure you end up with 64 stitches at the end. So here we are at the end of round 13. So 1 single crochet there, that's the last single crochet that I'm going to do. Oh, actually I've got one more here. And then I'm going to join to the top of the first single crochet of round 13. So that's the end of round 13. So now we're going to go on to do round 14. Which asks us to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. So that's what we're going to do. So 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitches, and then we're going to do 3 chains, which will count as a double crochet. Miss the next single crochet, and then you want to double crochet into front post double crochet into this double crochet 2 rows below, and you want to do 3 of them. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. Then you want to skip a single crochet and do a double crochet into the next single crochet, which is this one. Skip the next single crochet, and then you want to do your 3 front post double crochet into that double crochet 2 rows below. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to skip 1 single crochet, which is that one, skip, and then do a double crochet into the next single crochet, skip the following single crochet, and then do your 3 front post double crochets into that double crochet 2 rows below. So it's just repeating this the whole way around, and I think there's 14 repeats, 14 times. So do the same thing 14 times, and then you'll come to the end of round 14. When you come to the end of the round 14, you will join with a slip stitch which will be here at the top of the third chain that you first made, and then you will do a repeat of round 9, and we will continue to repeat these 2 rows. So you'll do a round 9 row, which is a row of single crochets, then you'll do this row, which is round 14, and you'll just repeat them one after the other until you measure your work from the beginning, and it measures 8 inches, and once we get to 8 inches we can start making the brim, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so it's been a while since I was videotaping because we paused to make up the repeats of rows 14 and 13 and 14 alternating until our work or our hat measures 8 inches. So that's the measuring tape, and I've got 8 inches of hat now from the beginning to my last row. I forgot to mention before the end of the last video that you should really be ending on row 14. So when you're done row 14, do not fasten off. Now we have to do a band, the first and second rounds of the band, and we just need to do chain 1 and single crochet all the way around for 2 rounds. So band 1 and 2, so single crochet, 1 chain and then single crochet in each stitch all the way around. So you do 1 round of this, join when you come back to the beginning, and then do 1 chain and then another round of single crochets. So 2 rounds of single crochet. So I'll meet you at the end of the second round of single crochets. So now we've done the band, which is 2 rows of single crochet, which is what I've done. I've joined it to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, and now we're going to do the bit where it will become the brim of the hat. And for that we need to do 10 rows of single crochet, but only on the first 46 stitches along here. You leave the remaining of the stitches unworked, and you will just work on 46 stitches forwards and backwards in rows, and that will be a total of 10 rows. So I'm going to go ahead and do my first chain, and then I'm going to do my single crochets into the first 46 stitches. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and pause the video now, and I'll see you at the end of the 40, by the time we get the 46 stitches, that's where the video will pick up again. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Now when you get to 46, just do 1 chain and turn your work around. Oops. And then you'll work back on the same 46 stitches, the second row, and 1 single crochet in each stitch. 3, 4, 5, and I'll see you at the end. So now I'm nearly at the end of the second row. So 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Make 1 crochet here, and then turn your work, and then just work back again on the same 46 stitches, just a row of single crochet. So you want to do this backwards and forwards until you have a total of 10 rows. When you've done the 10 rows, then get your 2 buttons ready. Then we're going to attach the sides here to the side of the hat as a nice pattern fixture, and then the hat will be finished. So I will see you. Go ahead and pause the video, and the next time you see me, we'll be attaching the buttons onto the hat. So this is the finishing of the hat. So you would have done the band, which was 2 rows of single crochet all the way around, and then the peaked bit of the hat, which is 10 rows of single crochet on 46 stitches, backwards and forwards. So this is what you'll end up with. Now I've sewn in all the ends. I've weaved it all in already, so you can't see any. Oh, there's one. That's the beginning one, so I need to weave that in at the end. So now we're going to sew in the 2 buttons to make the peak. So just fold the peak back. So this is the right side, so just fold the peak back and then attach 1 button on here and sew it on, and then do the same with the other side. So what I'm going to do is, perhaps I'm just going to follow the picture that we have on the printout of the pattern, and I'm just going to make it so that it's this angle and maybe it's slightly less. Okay, so now I'm going to just go ahead and sew the button on this side, and so you can pause the video and do the same, and then when I next come back on, I'll be doing the other side. So you want to sew the button on to all layers of the fabric of the hat, so the button actually attaches this folded bit up. So this is one side of the hat done. So I've sewn it down, so it's, as you can see, it's well attached. So now we're going to go on to the other side. Now try and match the angle of your fold so that you have a matching side. So put your button there and sew it on. And I'll see you, and just go ahead and do it. Pause the video and we'll see you at the final shot, which will be the hat completed. So there we have it, the peaked hat, women's peaked hat from Yarnspirations is all completed with the 2 buttons sewn on. This is one angle, and that's the peak there that you can see, and then this is the other side. So I hope everything is clear. I will leave my email address or how you can contact me in case you have any questions about this video. And I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and I hope you can make one of these hats because they are beautiful. And there you go, my first video done. Thank you for watching.